Good evening, Chinook fans, and welcome to another day of Chinook baseball. You are tuning into Chinook Radio as you're watching a live broadcast of tonight's game. I'm Kevin Moore, broadcaster for this season, as your Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks are taking on the Anchorage Bucs for the second night in a row. The Chinooks dropped a close one yesterday in extra innings to the Anchorage Bucs, 3-2 in the bottom of the 10th. So these two teams are back in action today as the Chinooks will try to end their 4-game losing streak, as they are currently in last place. They are 7 games back from the first place Matsu Miners. The Chinooks have a 12-19 record on the season, and the Anchorage Bucs are in third place with the 14-15 record. As you are now taking a look at the home team, Anchorage Bucs taking the field here, as we will get started soon. In about 3 minutes, I'll have your lineups for you after the singing of our national anthem. So you guys sit tight as we get ready for some Chinook baseball. Thank you for tuning in.
Number 12, Casey O'Sullivan.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are getting ready for the first pitch of this ball game. Here are your starting lineups for both teams. The starting lineup for the Anchorage Bucs. Leading off for the Bucs will be the second baseman, number 4, Willie Escala. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 10, Tyler Malone. Batting third, the first baseman, number 22, Jake Veith. In the cleanup spot, number 14, playing third base, J.C. Correa. Batting fifth, number 8, the left fielder, Daniel Fredrickson. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 2, Jace Vanderbrake. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 1, Logan Enos. Batting eighth, the catcher, Jacob Castro, number 24. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 17, Dimitri Calaccio. And on the mound for the Bucs, the pitcher, number 12, Casey O'Sullivan. And that is your lineup for the Anchorage Bucs. Your lineup for your Chinooks, leading things off, will be the right fielder, number 18, Bailey Collins. Batting second, playing catcher, will be number 23, J. Paul Fullerton. Batting third in a designated hitter spot, Anthony Forte, number 14. Batting in cleanup spot, first base, number 44, Nick Kreitzer. Batting fifth will be the third baseman, number 20, Jordan Wharton. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 9, Jaron Largusa. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 11, Gregory Osuna. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 5, Luke Vandover. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Seth Ballinger, number 8. And on the mound for the Chinooks will be number 6, Anthony Becerra, as we get ready for the first pitch, as Bailey Collins will step in for the Chinooks. Collins from Littleton, Colorado. He attends Concordia University, Irvine, California, as O'Sullivan for the strike on the outside corner. Collins was 2 yesterday with a run scored. It's a pretty good game yesterday for both teams, especially Mountain, as it was a pitcher's in center field, as Enos would be there to make the catch. That would be 1 out for the Chinooks in the top of the first inning. And now stepping up to the plate would be the catcher, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton. Fullerton was the designated hitter yesterday, and he also was 2 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. So he comes in with a .258 batting average. That fastball will miss from O'Sullivan. Here's the 1-0 from O'Sullivan, and that fastball will miss outside. So the count will run. And that 2-0 pitch will just miss outside. So the count will run to 3 balls and no strikes. And O'Sullivan misses on 4 straight pitches, and that will put Fullerton on base with a 1-out walk. Casey O'Sullivan stands 6'2", 185 from the right side. He is from Spring, attends San Diego State University. He just finished his freshman year there. To pitch against designated hitter number 14, Anthony Forte, as that pitch misses. On the season, O'Sullivan has a 1-1 record, 4.41 ERA. This is his 5th start of the season. He's thrown 18 in the 3rd inning, struck out 20, walked 10, and has given up 13 hits so far. As he misses upstairs, and that's now 6 straight from O'Sullivan. And O'Sullivan's last start against the Oilers on June 30th, he picked up the win, going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, and striking out 10. As he gets ready for the 2-0 pitch, and that fastball is in there for a strike. The count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike on the designated hitter. Hoffman Estates at the University of Richmond. He was 0 for 4 yesterday with a strikeout, so he'll look to have a better day at the plate today. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and Forte will watch that fastball on the outside corner. So count evens up to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and Forte will foul this off to the first base side. Count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Forte checks that swing, but he fouls this one out of play. Count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and Forte swings and misses on that pitch from O'Sullivan, and that will be the 2nd out of the inning here in the top of the 1st. And that will now bring up first baseman number 44, Nick Kreitzer. Kreitzer was 1 for 3 with a walk, 2 strikeouts in last night's game. So he comes in to .218 batting average. Here's the first pitch, and Kreitzer will foul that one off. Count will run to no balls and 1 strike. Here's 0-1 pitch. Not fastball, catch the outside corner for strike. Sullivan is quickly ahead here. And the count with no balls and 2 strikes. Here's 0-2 pitch. Fastball will miss upstairs. The count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a 1 right will foul this one to the first base side. Count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2 from O'Sullivan. And gets that fastball right by Kreitzer for the 3rd strike. And that'll be the 2nd out of the inning as O'Sullivan ends with back-to-back strikeouts. So the Chinooks lead 1 runner on a walk. As we head to the bottom of the 1st inning, we have a tie score at 0-0. Welcome back, Chinook fans. We're now in the bottom of the 1st inning. Have a tie score at 0-0 as the Anchorage Bucs are now up the bat. As leadoff man, second baseman number 4, Willie Scala, will lead things off for the Bucs as he'll face Anthony Becerra, left-handed pitcher for the Chinooks. Becerra stands 5'10", 170 from Las Vegas, Nevada. He will attend Jackson State University in the fall. He will be transferring there from Shasta College as he starts that pitch off for a ball against Scala. On the season, Becerra has been struggling with a 1-4 record, a 9.61 ERA. This is his 7th start of the season. He has thrown 19 and 2/3 innings, struck out 21, walked 15, and has given up 32 hits. As Scala will hit this one to Vandover at second, and that will be an out on 2 pitches. And 3 pitches. So with 1 out, he'll now bring up the designated hitter number 10, Tyler Malone. And Becerra's last outing on July 5th against the Bucs. He threw 1 2/3 innings, giving up 5 earned runs, walking 2 and striking out 1. The Chinooks were able to come back in that game and win 9-6. Here's 0-1 from Becerra to Malone. That strike will catch the outside corner. Strike number 2, and Becerra is quickly ahead. No ball, 2 strikes. Played left field, and yesterday he was 1 for 5 with 2 strikeouts at the plate. That pitch misses low. Count will run 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's 1-2. And Becerra misses low and outside as the count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's 3 straight balls as the count will run full to 3-2. And that pitch gets in there on the outside corner, and that will be strike number 3. As Malone could not pull the trigger on that pitch, and that will be the second out of the inning. This will now bring up the first baseman, number 22, Jake Veith. Veith, who leads the ABL in batting average, as he is batting .410 on the season, 21 RBIs, 3 home runs, 15 runs, and 32 hits, as he swings and misses on that fastball for Becerra. For out number 1, as the Chinooks have put on the shift here. As Wharton, the third baseman, is playing short. Osuna, the shortstop, is playing second, and Vandover is playing right center. Chinooks with 4 outfielders as V files that one back. This count will now run to no balls and 2 strikes. And Becerra gets that pitch on the outside corner. So just like O'Sullivan, Becerra strikes out the final 2 batters in this inning. And on no runs and no hits, no errors, we'll head to the top of the second inning with a tie score at 0-0. Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are in Anchorage, Alaska at Mulcahy Stadium, the home of the Anchorage Bucs. These two teams are playing for the second straight night in a row. As the Bucs took the first game yesterday on a walk-off in the bottom of the 10th inning. So the Chinooks will look to even this game, even the series here, as Jordan Wharton, the third baseman, starts things off, watches a strike from O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan had a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first, so he'll be back out as Wharton swings through that off speed and misses for the second strike. Wharton yesterday was 1 for 4 with an RBI as he leads the team in batting average at .268. He fouls that one off. The count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. And Wharton swings and misses on that fastball for strike number 3. That's now the third strikeout for O'Sullivan at the first out of the inning. And that will now bring up the shortstop, the left center fielder, number 9, Jaron Margusa.
Now batting center fielder number 9, Jaron Margusa.
Margusa, watch that pitch miss low and inside for ball number 1. Margusa yesterday was 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. He is from Las Vegas, Nevada, and he attends Biola University in California. He swings and misses on that fastball for strike number 1. The count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch will miss up. So the count will run with 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one will miss low and outside. The count will run with 3 balls and 1 strike. And 3-1. That swung on and hit the center field. Center fielder Enos is running back to his left, and he will be there to make the catch for out number 2. And with 2 outs, that will now bring up the shortstop, number 11, Gregory Osuna. Osuna was hitless in yesterday's game. He went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. So he has a 248 average on the season. That pitch will miss outside from O'Sullivan for ball number 1. That one will bounce in. Second ball. And that one will run upstairs. The count will run to 3 balls and no strikes on the shortstop from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Osuna, who attends Wayland Baptist University in Texas. So watch that one miss up, and that will put Osuna on with the walk. That's the second walk of the game for O'Sullivan. With 2 outs, runner on first base. That will now bring up the second baseman, number 5, Luke Vandover.
Now batting second baseman number 5, Luke Vandover.
Vandover, who had a pretty good game yesterday at the plate. He went 2 for 4. As he watches that fastball catch the outside corner for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Vandover will hit this one into right field. And the right fielder, Vanderbeek, will be there to make the catch, and that will end the inning. So the Chinooks get a runner on, leave 1 man on base. So as we head to the bottom of the second, we have a scoreless game. You are tuning in to Chinook Radio. We are now in the bottom of the second inning of a scoreless game. Here as the Anchorage Bucs are now up to bat as number 14, the third baseman, J.C. Correa, will step up to the plate. Correa, who had the game-winning hit yesterday in the bottom of the 10th for the Bucs, as he fouled this one out of play. The count will run to no balls and 2 strikes. Correa yesterday was 2 for 5 with an RBI. As he gets ready for the 0-2 pitch, and that curveball adjustments on the outside corners. The count went to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Correa was up at the plate in yesterday's contest with 2 outs, and he hit a single. He hit a ground ball to Wharton. At third, he made a diving stop, and Correa was able to beat the throw out to win the game as the runner from third base scored as he grounds out to Osuna there for the first out. That will now bring up number 8, the left fielder, Daniel Fredrickson, who had a home run in the bottom of the 9th to tie the game up and send it to extras. Fredrickson hit a oppo shot to left center as he fouled this one off for strike number 1. Here's the one from Becerra, and that off speed will miss high and run the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. The curveball will just miss low. The count will now run 2-1. And that 2-1 will catch the outside corner for strike number 1 as the count will even up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fredrickson from Woodinville, Washington, attended Gonzaga University. He's a teammate of Chase Vanderbrake as he strikes out on that pitch for the second out of the inning, and that is the 3rd strikeout for Becerra. So you have 2 outs now in the bottom of the 2nd. That will bring up the right fielder, number 2, Chase Vanderbrake.
Right fielder number 2, Chase Vanderbrake.
Vanderbrake, another Gonzaga University player. He comes into this game batting .250. He had a pretty good game yesterday. He was 3 for 4 with the run scored and an RBI. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That fastball catch the outside corner from Becerra. The count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. And that one will miss low and inside. Vanderbrake is ahead 2-1. That 2-1 is hit to third. Wharton makes a diving stop, and the throw will be in time. And a nice play there made from Wharton at third base to get the final out of the inning. And the Bucs get no runs, no hits, no errors. We head to third inning with a scoreless ball game at 0-0. We are now in the top of the third inning as the Chinooks are now up to bat as Seth Ballinger, the left fielder, will step up to the plate. Ballinger will watch that one. Miss low for ball number one. Ballinger did not play in the game yesterday. As native from East Texas, we'll look at the 1-0 pitch. That one will miss upstairs to run a count of 2 balls and no strikes. Ballinger, who will attend Tyler this fall, as he'll transfer there from University of Texas Arlington. As he fouls this one off to the left side, this will get out of play. Ballinger stands 6 feet, 180 pounds. As he comes to this game with an average 15 hits, right back to the pitcher O'Sullivan, and he will flip it to VThat first, and that will be the first out here in the top of the third. That will bring up the top of the order as number 18, Bailey Collins, will now come up to the plate. Collins today is 0 for 1. As O'Sullivan misses outside on that pitch. Here's the 1-0. That pitch misses low. It's count 1 and 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That pitch will miss low. So count will now run to 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the 3-0 pitch from O'Sullivan. That fastball looked like it was outside, but the umpire called it a strike as the count went on with the 3 balls and 1 strike to the right fielder. And here's the 3-1 delivery. That one will miss low, and Collins will be on with a walk. So with 1 out, Chinooks have a runner on first base. I will now bring up the catcher, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton. Fullerton, who walked in his last at bat. Let's go watch this one. Catch the inside corner for strike number 1. And Fullerton will pop this one out of play. This will be a foul ball. So count will run to no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Nice out there from Fullerton as he watches that miss low. Count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So if it throws over to first base, Collins dives back safely. And Collins is on the move at first, and that will be a strikeout. And Collins will be safe at second. But Fullerton will be out on the strikeout, so that will be 2 outs. Collins gets the stolen base, and he advances to second base. So that will now bring up the designated hitter, number 14, Anthony Forte.
Number 14, Anthony Forte.
Forte will watch that pitch in for strike number 1. This one is swung on and hit to left field. The left fielder, Fredrickson, will be there to make the catch. That will end the inning. So the Chinooks get a runner on. They leave a man stranded at second base as we head to the bottom of the third. No runs, no hits. We have a scoreless ball game. You are tuning in to Chinook Radio. We are in the bottom of the third inning of a scoreless game as Logan Enos, the center fielder, will lead things off for the Bucs as Becerra misses low for a ball. Enos from Phoenix, Arizona. He attends New Mexico State University. Becerra will miss on that pitch to run. That pitch will just miss on the outside corner as the count will run 3 balls and 1 strike. Enos stands 6 feet, 175 pounds. So he watches that one miss for a ball, and that will be ball number 4. And Bucs have a leadoff runner on via the walk. So that will now bring up the catcher, number 24, Jacob Castro.
Now batting catcher number 24, Jacob
Castro, who attends UC Irvine, he'll be going into his sophomore year there. As that strike is in on the outside corner. Castro, who came in relief yesterday at catcher, so he only got 1 at bat. He was 0 for 1. As Becerra throws over first base, Enos gets back safely. Here's the 0-1 from Becerra. And that pitch will miss low. So count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Becerra steps off, fakes to throw to first. Becerra throws over to first base. He just gets back safely. Here's the 1-1 from Becerra, and this one will be fouled out of play from Castro as the count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Enos may be on the move here, so let's see what's happening. He's not on the move as Castro hits that one Right back up the middle, and Osuna makes a nice play at shortstop to get the double play as he steps on second and makes the throw to first base. And a very nice play there from Osuna. We now have 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning, as that will bring up the shortstop, number 17, Dimitri.
Now batting shortstop, number 17, Dimitri
Calaccio. Calaccio yesterday was 1 for 4 as he fouls that one back. This is low on that pitch. Count runs to 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Calaccio shows bunt, and a nice bunt there. As Wharton's throw is not in time, and that will be the first hit of the ball game for the Bucs. That bunt single from Calaccio. And that will now bring up the top of the order as second baseman, number 4, Willie Escala,
now batting second baseman, number 4, Willie Escala.
Have the wind picking up here in Anchorage. Temperatures in the mid-50s here. And Bocetta gets Escala to swing and miss on that pitch for the first strike. And Bocetta throws over to first base. Calaccio gets back. So they have 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. Bucs get the first hit of the game as Calaccio is off at first, and this pitch will get into center field. Calaccio on his way to third, and he will be safe, sliding head first. And on that single from Escala, I will put runners on first and third for the Bucs. They now have 2 hits on the ball game, and that will now bring up the designated hitter, number 10, Tyler Malone.
Now batting your designated hitter, number 10, Tyler Malone.
And the center will miss low on that pitch for ball number 1. So the Bucs are in business here in the bottom of the third as they have a runner in scoring position as Calaccio stands at third and Escala at first base. Set up those over to first. Escala will get back safely. Fullerton heads out to the mound to have a word with his pitcher. So steps off and fakes the throw first as he comes set for the 1-0 pitch. And that fastball is on the outside corner for strike. Count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's 1-1. Nice breaking pitch there from Bocetta as that catches the outside corner for strike number 2, and he is ahead 1-2. Here's a 1-2, and Bocetta throws over to first. That Escala will get back safely. And Malone will hit this one deep to right field as Collins will make the catch right at the wall, And that will be the third out of the inning. So the Bucs get 2 runners on 2 hits and leave 2 on. We are still scoreless here as we head to the top of the 4th. You are tuning into Chinook Radio.
704-250, that's 4250. You've got a certificate to
Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are now in the top of the 4th inning of the scoreless game. The Chinooks are up the bat as Nick Kreitzer, the first baseman, leads things off. He swings at that first pitch, hits it to Escala at second. He'll make the throw for the first out of the inning. So on 1 pitch, we have 1 out. As that will now bring up the third baseman, number 20, Jordan Wharton. Chinooks are looking for their first hit of the game. Sullivan gets that fastball on the outside corner. Strike number 1. Wharton, a native of Akron, Ohio. He attends Indiana Wesleyan University. That pitch is in there on the inside corner. So Sullivan is quickly ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 0-2 delivery. And Wharton will pop this one up shallow right. The second baseman, Escala, will make a catch. That will be the second out of the inning. So O'Sullivan is working quickly. Already with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. So that will now bring up number 9, Jaron Largusa. That pitch is in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1 from O'Sullivan. A nice off speed there. That will catch the inside corner. Strike number 2. And O'Sullivan is dealing here in the top of the 4th. Already has 2 outs. Has the 0-2 count on the batter, Largusa. And here's 0-2 pitch. Largusa will foul this one out of play. Count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. That 0-2 pitch will miss upstairs. Count will run to 1-2. And that 1-2 is swung on and hit right back to the pitcher, O'Sullivan. He flips it to Veith at first, and that will be the third out of the inning. So O'Sullivan is dealing here as he goes 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 4th. And as we head to the bottom of the 4th, we have a scoreless game at 0. Thanks for tuning in to Chinook Radio. Here we are in the bottom of the fourth inning of a scoreless game as Jake Veith, the first baseman, is up to bat. Veith today is 0 for 1. As he swings and misses on that off speed, as Pacetta is ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Chinooks with that shift on Veith. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and he'll hit this one into shallow left. Bollinger is coming in, but that one will drop in for a leadoff single for Veith, and that'll be the third hit of the ball game for the Bucs. And that will bring up third baseman number 14, J.C. Correa.
Now batting third baseman number 14, J.C. Correa.
And it looks in at and allow V base, so that will put scoring. Correa will look to pick up an RBI and give the Bucs the first lead of this game. Correa with a 257 batting average coming into this game. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Correa will hit this one into shallow left. Osuna, shortstop, will be there to make a catch, and that will be the first out of the inning. So that will bring up left fielder number 8, Daniel Fredrickson.
Now batting left fielder number 8, Daniel Fredrickson.
Fredrickson hits this first pitch into shallow center, be there to make the catch for out number 2. And Pacetta gets 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the fourth. So that will bring up right fielder number 2, Jace Vanderbeek.
Now batting right fielder number 2, Jace Vanderbeek.
Vanderbeek today is 0 for 1. He watches that one miss for a ball. So it gets that pitch in there for a strike, and that will even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And that off speed is popped up in the right field. Bollinger will be there to make the catch And that will do it in the fourth. So the Bucs are able to get a runner on with a one hit and leave a runner on second base. Scores the fifth inning. We still have, ladies and gentlemen, as you are tuning into Chinook Radio. Here we are, top of the fifth inning. We have a scoreless game. The Bucs have no runs on 3 hits. Chinooks no runs, no hits. They're looking for their first hit of the game as shortstop Gregory Osuna will start things off to O'Sullivan, who bounces that one in for a ball. O'Sullivan today has 3 walks and 4 strikeouts as Osuna hits this one right field as Vanderbrake will make the catch for out number 1. And this will bring up the second baseman, number 5, Luke Vandover. Vandover, who is 0 for 1 today. So he'll look to get the first hit of the game for the Chinooks. And here's the first pitch. Vandover swings and misses for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that fastball will catch the outside corner. As O'Sullivan is ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Vandover swings and misses on that fastball for strike number 3. And that will be the second out of the inning. That's O'Sullivan's 5th strikeout of the game. And with 2 outs, that will now bring up the left fielder, number 8, Seth Ballinger. Ballinger, like his other teammates, is 0 for 1 today as that fastball catches the outside corner. Strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ballinger will wash that one in for the second strike to count one run to no balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And that off-speed is on the outside corner. And that would be another strikeout for O'Sullivan, his 5th of the game. As we head into the bottom of the 5th inning, we have no runs, no hits, no errors. We still have a scoreless ball game here at Mulcahy Stadium.
Bottom of the fifth inning.
Welcome back, good fans, and we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Chinooks as Anthony Bacetta's day is done. As he threw 4 innings, giving up 3 hits, 1 walk, and striking out 3. And now Michael Barker, the left-handed pitcher, will take over for Chinooks. Barker, who stands 6 feet, 215 pounds from the left side. As Enos swings and hits this down, and this will be a double for as he heads in up with a leadoff double for the Bucs. That is their 4th hit of the game. Barker, who was roughed up in his last outing against the Pilots back on July 8th, as he pitched 1 2/3 innings, giving up 6 earned runs, 10 runs total, 7 hits, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout on the season. He is 3-3 with 6.75 ERA. This is his 8th appearance. He has thrown 29 in the 3rd, has struck out 25, walked 23, and has given up 27 hits. As he will now face catcher number 24, Jacob Castro. Castro today is 0 for 1. So the Bucs have a runner in scoring position early here with nobody out. As Castro hits this one to second base, this will advance Enos to 3rd, and that will be the first out of the inning. So Castro does the job in advancing the runner to 3rd base, and Enos just stands 90 feet away from scoring. As the infield will now be drawn in for the Chinooks, as the shortstop, number 17, Dimitri Calaccio, will now step up to the plate. He is 1 for 1 today. And he will pop that pitch up into the infield as Nick Kreitzer, the first baseman, will make the catch in foul ground territory. And this will be 2 outs for the Chinooks, as the top of the order will now come up. It's number 4, the second baseman, Willie Escala, will now step up to the plate with 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman number 4, Willie Escala.
Escala, who is 1 for 2 today. So he'll look to bring in the first run of the ball game for the Bucs. And here's the first pitch. That fastball is in there for strike number 1 from Barker. Barker, who is from Ridgecrest, California. And he attends Vanguard University. As Escala will foul this one back to the Bucs dugout, and the count will run to no balls and 2 strikes. So Barker is 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam, as he started the inning off giving up a leadoff double to Enos, who is now at 3rd base. And that 0-2 pitch misses in the dirt. The count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. These 2 teams will be back in action tomorrow at Lee Jordan Field, as the Chinooks will be the home team. That will be a 7 p.m. start time. So Scala pops this one out of play, and the count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Some other scores in the Alaska Baseball League: the Glacier Pilots in the minors are scoring off at the top of the 4th. Barker misses on that pitch, and now we'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's 2-2, and Barker gets the scale out of strikeout, and that will do it in the 5th inning. So the Bucs get a runner on, leave a man on 3rd base as we head to the 6th. We still have a scoreless game. Thank you for tuning in to Chinook Radio. Welcome back, Chinook fans, to Chinook Radio. For those who are just tuning in, we are in the top of the 6th inning of a scoreless game. As Bailey Collins leads things off, he will ground that to the first baseman, Veith, and he will step on the bag for out number 1. Chinooks are looking for the first hit of the game, as O'Sullivan has been pitching really well for the Bucs. She has one out here in the top of the 6th, as catcher number 23, J. Paul Fullerton, is now up to bat. Fullerton today is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. As that fastball will catch the outside corner for strike number 1. And O'Sullivan gets that pitch in there for strike number 2. He is quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. And Fullerton will foul this one back. His count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Another foul ball from Fullerton. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Nice side there for Fullerton as he watches that one miss outside. So the count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice side again there from Fullerton as the count now evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the catcher. Fullerton from Searcy, Arkansas. He will be attending the University of Alabama, Birmingham in the fall. As that pitch is on the outside corner, and that will be strike number 3 for O'Sullivan, and that will be the 7th strikeout of the game for the Bucs starter. And with 2 outs, that will now bring up designated hitter number 14, Anthony Forte, who was 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. And O'Sullivan will get that pitch on the outside corner for strike number 1. Chinooks are just trying to find a way to get on the base here and get their first hit of the game. As O'Sullivan has been hitting his spots here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Forte will hit this one into right field. As Vanderbrake will be there. That will be the 3rd out of the inning. So Chinooks go down 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 6th. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, we have a scoreless game between the Chinooks and the Bucs. We are back here at Mulcahy Stadium. We have a scoreless ball game between the Chinooks and Bucs. So we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Michael Barker back on the mound for the Chinooks as he will get things started against the designated hitter, number 10, Tyler Malone. Malone will foul that one off. Even to count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Malone today is 0 for 2. And with the strikeout, just has 1 hit so far in the season. As he'll look to get going here for the Bucs. Malone did, in fact, go on that pitch, even though it bounced about 3 feet from the home plate. So that will run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Barker shakes off Fullerton, the catcher, and here's the 1-2 delivery. That off speed will miss low. This count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So here's the 2-2 pitch from Barker. He'll miss low and outside on that one. So the count will run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Malone will pop this one up in the shallow left. Osuna will run as Bollinger will call him off and make the catch in left field for out number 1. And that will now bring up first baseman number 22, Jake Veith, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout.
Now batting first baseman number 22, Jake Veith.
Here's the first pitch. Now we'll miss low and outside. Chinooks with the shift back on for Veith as second baseman Vandover is in right center, and Osuna, the shortstop, is playing second. Orton, third baseman, is playing shortstop. So that fastball will miss up. Here's the 2-0 pitch as Veith will foul this one back out of play. So the count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. Veith, who is a returner from the Bucs, he played last season. So he'll take a look at the 2-1 pitch. Nice fastball there from Barker that catches the inside corner. And that will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Bucs first baseman. Veith with a slightly open stance at the plate. And he'll foul this one off out of play. Looks like he broke his bat there. He sure did. As the handle broke. And he will get a new bat. We still have a 2-2 count on Veith, the batter. We have 1 out at the bottom of the 6th inning. The Bucs with 4 hits. Chinooks, who have yet to get a hit here in this game. As Veith gets a new bat, takes a few practice swings, and he'll step back up to the plate. And here's the 2-2 from Barker. And he gets Veith to chase that off speed for the strikeout, and that will be out number 2 for the Chinooks, and that will bring up the third baseman, number 14, J.C. Correa.
Now batting third baseman number 14, J.C. Correa.
Correa today, who is 0 for 2, as he steps into the batter's box. Watches that one miss inside from Barker for a ball. The count will run to 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Nice pitch there from Barker as that one catches the inside corner for a strike. We'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That pitch will miss in and upstairs. The count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. And here's the 2-1 delivery. As Correa will foul this one third base side. The count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Largusa in center field is playing Correa to pull. As Barker misses on that pitch, the count will run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 offering. And Correa will hit this one deep to left field. And this will get out of play for a foul ball. That will be a long strike there for Correa. The count will remain 3 balls and 2 strikes. So here's the 3-2 pitch from Barker. And Correa will foul this one off to the right side. Collins running over. This will get out of play. We'll keep the count at 3-2. J.C. Correa, the younger brother of Carlos Correa, shortstop from the Houston Astros. Astros having a really good season this year, coming off a World Series win last year. As Correa will step back into the box. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Another foul ball as Correa is fighting in this at-bat. Barker not giving in either. As he stands on the right side of the mound. And here's the 3-2 pitch, and that one will bounce in for a walk. And nice bat there from Correa as he draws the walk with 2 outs. That will put a runner on first base. That will bring up the left fielder, number 8, Daniel Fredrickson. Tomorrow will be Military Appreciation Day at Lee Jordan Field. So make sure you guys come out. You are in the area and come watch your Chinooks. They will take on the Anchorage Bucs again. Start time will be 7 p.m. Fredrickson, who was 0 for 2 today, has a strikeout. He has 17 hits and 67 at-bats on the season. As that pitch misses. His count will run to 1 ball and no strikes. Here's 1-0. Fredrickson will hit this slow roller to the third baseman. Wharton will be there to make the throw, and that will end the inning in the 6th. So as we head to the 7th, the Bucs get a runner on. Leave Correa at first base. We have a scoreless game heading into the top of the 7th inning. Thanks for tuning in to Chinook Radio. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So we're in the top of the 7th inning of a scoreless ball game. It's Nick Kreitzer, the first baseman, will lead things off as O'Sullivan is back on the mound. So he starts him off with a fastball on the outside corner for strike number 1. Kreitzer today is 0 for 2 with the strikeout. As he'll hit this one to first base. Veith will be there to make the play and step on the base for out number 1. And O'Sullivan continues to dominate here. She has 1 out in the top of the 7th. As I will now bring up the third baseman, number 20, Jordan Wharton, who was 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Here's the first pitch. Wharton is late on that fastball as he swings and misses for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1. And Wharton will chase that one. See quickly is down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Sullivan shakes off his catcher Castro, and here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a nice eye there from Wharton as he watches that miss outside for ball number 1. The count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that one is swung on and hit to left field. The left fielder is running back, and he'll make the catch at the warning track. Nice play there made by Fredrickson as Wharton hit that one a good ways, but was tracked down. And that would be the second out of the inning. And that will now bring up the center fielder, number 9, Jaron Largusa. Largusa, who was 0 for 2 today. Sullivan misses on that pitch for ball number 1. This will be a really good time for Largusa to lay a bunt down as Correa is playing behind the base at third. As he hits that one at third base, Correa will be there to make the throw, and that will be the final out of the inning. So Chinook to go down 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 7th. As we head into the bottom of the 7th inning, we have a scoreless ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We are now in the bottom of the 7th inning. We still have a scoreless game. As the Bucs have 4 hits, Chinooks still looking for the first of the game. As we have a new pitcher on the mound, number 16, Cole Whitman. Whitman is 6'4", 210-pound left from Alabama. As he'll take over. On the season, Whitman has an 0-1 record with 3.25 ERA. This is his 12th appearance. He has thrown 19 in the innings, third. Struck out 19, walked 8, and has given up 24 hits in his last out yesterday against the Bucs. He threw 1 1/3 giving up 2 hits and 1 walk. As he is down 2-0 to the batter, number 2, Jace Vanderbrake. He misses on that pitch. The count 1-3 balls and no strikes. Bucs bullpen is quiet. Nobody warming up. So Sullivan has been pitching lights out for the Bucs today. As Whitman gets that fastball in there for strike number 1. The count will run to 3-1. Here's the 3-1 from Whitman. And he'll miss low. That will be a leadoff walk for the Bucs. And a runner on. That will bring up the center fielder number 1, Logan Enos.
Now batting center fielder number 1, Logan Enos.
Enos today is 1 for 1 with a walk. He watches that fastball catch the outside corner from Whitman. Let's see what the Bucs have on here. See if Enos shows a bunt or if Vanderbrake will be off at first base. And Whitman will step off, fake the throw. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Whitman will miss outside. This count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Whitman and the catcher Fullerton will be teammates at UAB. I mentioned Fullerton will be transferring there in the fall. Vanderbrake was off at first. He just fouls it off. Looked like that was a hit and run situation there. The count now runs to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And Whitman will miss outside. That will even the count at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 from Whitman. And Enos will hit this one in the left center. Largusa running back, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. As that will bring up the catcher number 24, Jacob Castro, who was 0 for 2.
Now batting catcher number 24.
If you thought yesterday's game was a pitcher's duel, this game is certainly a pitcher's duel as we have a 0-0 score. Both teams have had great pitching so far. Whitman throws over first. Vanderbrake gets back safely. Here's the pitch. Vanderbrake is off. And Castro will pop this one up in the left field. Bollinger, the center fielder, will be there to make the catch. And that will be out number 2. So with 2 outs, that will bring up the 9th hitter in the lineup for the Bucs, number 17, shortstop Dimitri Calaccio. Calaccio is 1 for 2 today.
Number 17, Dimitri Calaccio.
Whitman throws over to first base. Calaccio will get back safely. Vanderbrake, the runner at first, will get back safely. Whitman gets that pitch in for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Calaccio will pop this one into shallow right. Van Dover, the second baseman, will be there to make the catch, and that will do it for the 7th inning. So as we head into the top of the 8th, the Bucs leave one runner on. No runs, no hits. So as we head into the 8th inning, we have a scoreless game as both teams will look to get their first run here. The Chinooks are down to their final 6 outs of this ball game. Thanks for tuning in to Chinook Radio. We are in the top of the 8th inning as the Chinooks are up at bat. Gregory Osuna will lead things off for the Nooks as O'Sullivan is back out on the mound for the Bucs. Osuna today is 0 for 1 with a walk as he hits this one to the shortstop. And Baccio will be there to make the throw. And he will get Osuna out. And that will be 1 out in the top of the 8th. That will bring up second baseman number 5, Luke Vandover, who was 0 for 2 with the strikeout. O'Sullivan gets that pitch in for strike number 1. That pitch is in there for strike 2, and O'Sullivan is quickly ahead 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that fastball will just miss. So the count will run 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that 1-2 pitch will miss as Vandover did not go. That will even count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Vandover swings and misses, and that's his second strikeout of the game. And that is O'Sullivan's 8th of the game. So we have 2 outs as the left fielder, Seth Ballinger, will now come up to the plate. Ballinger, who is 0 for 2 with the strikeout. And here's the first pitch. And that fastball will miss outside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Another ball there from O'Sullivan as he is behind 2-0. And that pitch is in there on the outside corner for a strike. The count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. Ballinger will hit this one to short. Calaccio will be over there and make the throw. That was a close play there as the throw just beat Ballinger. That will be the third out. So as we head to the bottom of the eighth, Chinooks get no runs, no hits. And we have a 0-0 game, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Chinook fans. You are tuning into a good game today here at Mulcahy Stadium. We have a 0-0 game heading into the bottom of the eighth inning. The Bucs are now at the bat. So at the top of the order, as second baseman Willie Escala will lead things off. Escala today is 1 for 3 with a strikeout as Whitman is back on the mound. He starts things off with the ball. Story of this ball game has been Casey O'Sullivan, who has thrown 8 innings of no-hit baseball for the Bucs. He does have 3 walks on the game. Here's the 2-0 from Whitman, and that fastball will just miss up. Count will run at 3 balls and no strikes to the second baseman from the University of Miami, Florida. And here's the 3-0 pitch. That fastball get on the inside corner for a strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That pitch will just miss as Escala did not go on that pitch, and he is on with a leadoff walk. So just like the bottom of the 7th, the Bucs get the leadoff runner on via a walk. And that will now bring up designated hitter number 10, Tyler Malone. Malone today is 0 for 3 with the strikeout. We have a total of 4 hits today, and all 4 of those hits have come from the Bucs. As Malone shows bunt, he bunts this one straight up, and Fullerton will make the catch. And that will be out number 1. A nice heads-up play there made by the catcher. So 1 out. That will bring up the first baseman, number 22, Jake Veith. Veith today is 1 for 2 strikeouts.
First baseman, number 22, Jake Veith.
Whitman certainly would like to get this ball on the ground so the Chinooks can get out of this inning here. So we'll get those over first. Scala will get back safely. Have some action going on in the Chinook bullpen as number 50, River Carbone, is warming up, the right-handed pitcher. Nobody warming up in the Bucs bullpen. And Veith will hit this one right up the middle. Vandover flips it to Osuna, and he will not make the throw to first, so they are able to get out at second. And that'll be 2 outs as Veith is now on first base. And that will now bring up the third baseman, number 14, J.C. Correa.
Third baseman, number 14, J.C. Correa.
Correa today is 0 for 2 with the walk. That fastball is on the inside corner for strike number 1. Correa did not like that call. As he is down in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Correa hits this one right back up the middle. And this will be in for a single. That's his first hit of the game, the 5th hit for the Bucs. And they now have runners on first and second with 2 outs. So that will bring up the left fielder, number 8, Daniel Fredrickson, who was 0 for 3 with the strikeout.
Now batting left fielder number 8, Daniel Fredrickson.
Fredrickson looking for a base hit here. Bucs have a runner in scoring position as Veith is on second base with 2 outs. And here's the first pitch. And Fredrickson will turn on this pitch and will be foul to the first base side for strike number 1. So we have time called. Looks like we'll have a pinch runner for Jake Veith as number 6, Brennan Bro, will pinch run for Jake Veith. The Bucs putting some speed out there on second base, just in case Fredrickson hits a base hit. Still look to take the first lead of the game. So we have Bro on second base, Correa at first, Fredrickson the batter as he's down 0-1. Here's 0-1 from Whitman. And Fredrickson did not go on that pitch. The count now runs even at 1-1. Whitman takes a look at second base. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and Fredrickson fouls this one off. Count will now run to 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Whitman is 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning with no damage done. So here's the 1-2 pitch. And Whitman gets Fredrickson a swing on that pitch. Fullerton will throw over to first base. Kreitzer makes the catch, and that will end the inning in the bottom of the 8th. So as we head into the 9th, the Bucs get 1 hit and leave 2 runners on. And ladies and gentlemen, we still have a scoreless game. So we head into the top of the 9th, so you guys do not want to go anywhere as you are tuning into Chinook Radio. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in to Chinook Radio. Kevin Moore here as we are in the top of the ninth at Mulcahy Stadium, a scoreless game. Chinooks are up to bat as Casey O'Sullivan, the starting pitcher, still on the mound for the Bucs as he is not giving up a hit yet. As he misses high on that pitch to Collins, the count will run 2 balls and no strikes. Collins watches that pitch on the inside corner for strike number 1. Count 1-2-1. Collins today is 0 for 2 with the walk. And that pitch is in there for a strike, and that will even count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 2-2 from O'Sullivan, and he gets Collins to swing and miss on that pitch. And that is the 9th strikeout of the game for O'Sullivan. And with 1 out, that will bring up J. Paul Fullerton, the catcher, who was 0 for 2 with the walk and 2 strikeouts. Here's the first pitch, and that one will miss high for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Fullerton will pop this one up in the center field as Bro, the center fielder, will make the catch. And that will be the second out of the inning here. So Sullivan is 1 out away from going 27 outs without giving up a hit. And now batting designated hitter number 14, Anthony Forte. So Sullivan gets that fastball on the outside corner. Forte today is 0 for 3 with the strikeout. And here's the 0-1 from O'Sullivan. That pitch will miss upstairs. So the count will even at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch, that is fouled off from Forte. The count will now run 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 from O'Sullivan. And that fastball will just miss outside. So the count will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 2-2 pitch. It'll miss low. That'll run the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes to the designated hitter. And the 3-2 pitch. And this is swung on and popped up to second base, and the Scala will be there to make the out. So O'Sullivan has went through 9 innings with no hits. We still have a tie ball game as the Bucs will have a chance to win this game here in the bottom of the 9th. So we'll be back We are in the bottom of the ninth inning, ladies and gentlemen, as we have a 0-0 game here at Mulcahy Stadium. The Anchorage Bucs are now at bat as they'll try to win this game, as right fielder number 2, Jace Vanderbrake, will step up to the plate. Vanderbrake today is 0 for 2 with the walk. We have a new pitcher on the mound as number 50, River Carbone, will take over. Carbone, who stands 6'7", 235 pounds, from Downingtown, Pennsylvania, will now take over. He attends Arizona Christian University. This will be his senior year, as he misses upstairs on that fast record with a 5.92 ERA. This is his 13th appearance. He has 5 saves, has thrown 13 2/3, struck out 8, walked 2, and given up 19 hits. And in his last outing on July 6th, as Vanderbrake hits this one, and this one will get down in left field, and this will be a leadoff double for the Bucs, as they are in business, as the winning run is now at second base. In Carbone's last outing against the Pilots on July 6th, he threw 1 2/3 innings, giving up 4 earned runs, 6 runs total, 7 hits, and 2 strikeouts, as he is in a tough situation here with nobody out, as Vanderbrake led things off with a leadoff double. That's Vanderbrake's first hit of the game and the 6th hit for the Bucs, as Logan Enos, the center fielder.
Number 1, Logan Enos.
Enos will now step up to the plate. He is 1 for 2 today with the walk, so he'll probably be a bunt situation for Enos, as he'll try to advance Vanderbrake to third. He'll watch that one miss low and outside from Carbone. Wharton at third base is playing even with the bag. Here's the 1-0. And he'll hit this one in the center field. Largusa, he slips out there in center, but he still is able to make the play. A nice athletic play there made from Largusa in center field, as he stumbled as the ball was coming, but he was able to make the catch. So that will be the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the ninth, and that will bring up catcher number 24, Jacob Castro, who was 0 for 3.
Castro.
Carbone will come set. He gets the signs from the catcher Fullerton. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat, and that is swung on and hit right back to the mound, and Carbone is there to make the play. And a nice play there from Carbone, as he is able to get Castro out. That is the second out of the inning. And that will bring up the shortstop, number 17, Dimitri Calaccio.
Now batting shortstop number 17, Dimitri Calaccio.
Calaccio, who is 1 for 3 today, as he'll try to win the ball game for the Bucs here with 2 outs. As Vanderbrake, the runner on second base, he let things off with a leadoff double. As Calaccio will swing and miss on that pitch for strike number 1. Carbone steps off. He gets himself together. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and he'll foul this one off out of play. The count will now run to no balls and 2 strikes, and Carbone is 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. forcing the game into extras. So here is the 0-2 pitch from Carbone, and he gets Calaccio to swing and miss, and that is the third out. So just like yesterday, we head into extra innings here at Mulcahy Stadium as we have a 0-0 game. We will have a new pitcher for the Bucs as O'Sullivan's day is done as he goes 9 innings, giving up no hits, no runs, as he walks 3, striking out 9. And we'll be back with more Chinook baseball. Welcome back to Extra Innings of Baseball, ladies and gentlemen, as we are in the top of the 10th of a 0-0 score. The Chinooks are now up to bat as Nick Kreitzer will lead things off, the first baseman. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Bucs as number 11, Adrian Mardueno, will now take over for O'Sullivan. That first pitch will miss upstairs for ball number 1. Mardueno is from Upland, California. He stands 5'10", 170 from the right side. He attends San Diego State University. On the season, he has a 1-1 record, an ERA of 0. This is his 9th appearance. As Kreitzer is laid on that fastball for strike number 1. Mardueno has 4 saves on the season. He has thrown 11 2/3 innings, struck out 17, walked 3, and has given up 5 hits in his last outing against the Chinooks on July 5th. He threw 1 inning, giving up 1 hit, and striking out 2. The Chinooks still looking for the first hit of the game. Kreitzer is out in front of that changeup for strike number 2. And Mardueno quickly is ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. And that pitch will just miss on the outside corner. Count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Kreitzer will hit this one in the shallow right. Scale out of second baseman will be there to make the catch. And that will be out number 1 here at the top of the 10th. As that will bring up the third baseman, number 20, Jordan Wharton. In his last at bat, he hit a ball deep to left field, but the left fielder, Frederickson, made a nice catch at the warning track. As Wharton is 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. And they'll hit this one right to the first baseman. And Vanderbeek will be there to make the catch. That'll be out number 2. So with 2 outs, that will bring up the center fielder number 9, Jaron Largusa, who is 0 for 3. Here's the pitch from Mardueno. A fastball miss upstairs for ball number 1. And here's the 1-0 pitch. A fastball will miss outside. The count 1 to 2 balls and no strikes. So here's the 2-0 pitch. And Largusa will pop this one. This will get out of play. Count 1 to 2 balls and 1 strike. So we had an extra inning game yesterday as the Bucs won in the bottom of the 10th on a walk-off single from J.C. Correa. And here we are today in the extra innings in the top of the 10th. 0-0 ball game. Bucs have 6 hits. Chinooks still hitless here. As Largusa will watch that one miss low. Count 1 to 3 balls and 1 strike. And here's the 3-1 from Mardueno. That will miss outside, and that will put the go-ahead run for the Chinooks on first base here in the top of the 10th. And that will bring up the shortstop, number 11, Gregory Osuna, who was 0 for 2 with the walk. So 2 very close games in yesterday's contest and today between these 2 teams. Mardueno starts Osuna off with the strike. We have a tie game at 2-2 as the Pilots and the Miners are battling it out in the bottom of the 7th. So that game is a close one. Osuna off at first, and Largusa was off at first as Osuna hits this one at third. Correa will be there to make the throw. And that will end the top of the 10th. So the Chinooks get a runner on and leave Largusa on first base. So as we head to the bottom of the 10th, the Bucs will have a chance to win this game, as we still have a 0-0 ball game. Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are in the bottom of the 10th inning. Extra innings of baseball here at Mulcahy Stadium. As the Bucs are now up to bat, leading things off will be the second baseman, number 4, Willie Escala, who was 1 for 3 today with a walk and a strikeout. Escala will hit this one to short. Osuna will be there to make the throw, and that will be out number 1. So 1 pitch, have 1 out in the bottom of the 10th inning.
Now batting your designated hitter, number 10, Tyler Malone.
Will be the designated hitter, number 10, Tyler Malone, who was 0 for 4 today. Malone will foul this first pitch off out of play for strike number 1. Oh, 1 from Carbone. That fastball will miss upstairs as the count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Bucs with 6 hits in this game, no runs. Chinooks, no runs or no hits today. And that pitch will miss low from Carbone as the count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck for the Bucs will be Brennan Bro, as Carbone misses, and the count will now run to 3 balls and 1 strike. And here's the 3-1 pitch. That fastball is in there from Carbone as the count will run full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Carbone gets the signs, and he comes set for the full count offering. And here's the pitch. As Malone did not go on that pitch, and that will be a walk. As the winning run is now on first base for the Bucs. That will bring up number 6, the center fielder, Brennan Bro.
Now batting center fielder,
Bro came on to pinch run for Jake Keith.
Bro.
He is now in center field. This is his first at bat today. Bro today comes into this game with a 256 average. So he gets ready for the first pitch from Carbone, and that one will miss low. So count will run at 1 ball with no strikes. Bro from Louisiana. He attends Louisiana Lafayette. He's a member of the Raging Cajuns. That's the nickname of that school. As Carbone throws over to first base, as Malone will get back safely. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Will miss inside from Carbone as the count now runs to 2 balls and no strikes. Carbone comes set, and the 2-0 pitch, that will miss outside, and that's 3 straight misses. Actually 4 straight for Carbone, and he is now down in the count, 3 balls, no strikes to Brennan Bro. And here's the 3-0 pitch. That fastball is in there on the outside corner for strike number 1. Fans did not like that call there. Now we'll run the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Bro, who has 23 hits and 90 at-bats with the home run and 12 RBIs this season. Here's the 3-1 pitch. He'll hit this one in the center field. Largusa will be there, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. And that will bring up third baseman number 14, J.C. Correa, who was 1 for 3 today with a walk.
Now batting third baseman number 14, J.C. Correa.
Correa, who was the hero in yesterday's game as he got the walk-off single for the Bucs in the bottom of the 10th. So he'll step up to the plate with 2 outs as Malone is on first base. And Carbone will throw to first base. Malone will get back safely. Have a time call as Fullerton will head out. Have a word with Carbone. Have no action going on in either team's bullpen. So these 2 teams will be back in action tomorrow at Lee Jordan Field, home of the Chinooks. That game will start at 7 p.m. Chinooks will be off on Thursday. Carbone will miss blowing outside to Correa for ball number 1. Correa looks at the third base coach for his signs. He'll step into the batter's box. Carbone coming set. And Malone fakes steals as that pitch is in on the outside corner for a strike. As the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Correa from Puerto Rico. He'll attend Lamar University in the fall. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Nice pitch there from Carbone as that catches the outside corner. And the count will now run 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's starting to rain here. I'm okay Stadium. And here's the 1-2 pitch as Carbone throws over to first. Malone is leaning there as he gets back safely. Here's the 1-2 pitch as Correa hits this one to second base. Vandover will be there to make the play, and that will do it for the bottom of the 10th inning. So as we head to the top of the 11th, the Bucs were able to get a runner on, leave him on first base, and we head into the top of the 11th with a 0-0 ball game. Thank you for tuning in to Chinook Radio. Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we're in the top of the 11th inning of a scoreless ball game, as the Chinooks are at the plate Luke Vandover will lead things off. Second baseman, he is 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts as Mardueno is back on the mound for the Bucs. And Vandover is late on that fastball for strike number 1. And here's 0-1 pitch. That one will miss low. Count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a 1-1 pitch. And Vandover swings and misses as the count went out, run 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Mardueno came on in relief for Casey O'Sullivan, who threw 9 innings of no-hit baseball for the Bucs. As Mardueno just misses. Well, that off speed as the count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's a 2-2 pitch. Vandover swings and misses. And that is his 3rd strikeout of the game, and that will be the first out of the inning. So with 1 out in the top of the 11th, that will bring up the left fielder, Seth Ballinger, who was 0 for 3 with the strikeout. Mardueno will miss upstairs on that fastball for ball number 1. Here's a 1-0 pitch from Mardueno. And Ballinger fouls that one off out of play as the count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Nice pitch there from Mardueno. As that pitch catches the outside corner, that'll be the 2nd strike. The count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes to the left fielder. Here's the 1-2. That miss upstairs. Count will run to 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck will be Bailey Collins, the leadoff man. He is 0 for 3 today with the walk and the strikeout. And here's the 2-2 delivery. Nice pitch there from Mardueno as that off speed catches the outside corner for strike 3, and Ballinger heads back to the dugout with his 2nd strikeout of the game. And that will now bring up leadoff man Bailey Collins, top of the order for the Chinooks. So just try to get some things going with 2 outs here in the top of the 11th. Collins shows a bunt, and Mardueno, a nice throw as he gets Collins out there. Very close play there, but a nice play made from the pitcher as Collins was looking to get the first hit of the game. And that will end the top of the 11th. So we head to the bottom half with a scoreless ball game as the Bucs will try to win this game here at Mulcahy Stadium. Here we are in the bottom of the 11th inning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for still tuning in today. This extra inning ball game. And the Bucs are now up the bat as Daniel Frederickson left field will lead things off. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Chinooks as number 17, Brian Pope, will now take over. Pope, who was from Ladero Ranch, California. He attends California Baptist University. He stands 6'1", 190 pounds from the right side as he gets that strike on the outside corner. He is ahead in the count, no balls and 1 strike. On the season, Pope has a 1-1 record with a 4.38 ERA. This is his 7th appearance. As that pitch misses low, count one's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. He has thrown 26 and 2/3 innings, struck out 17, walked 3, and has given up 32 hits in his last outing. July 6th against the Pilots, he threw 5 innings, giving up 3 runs, 7 hits, and 7 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. As he has a 1-2 count on Frederickson, who hit a solo shot yesterday to send the game into extra innings for the Bucs. So he'll take a look at the 1-2 pitch, and that will bounce in the dirt from Pope to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and Frederickson will foul this off to the left side. This will get out of play. So the count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So we are here in the bottom of the 11th inning, and the Chinooks still have not got a hit today. The Bucs have 6 hits. They'll try to win this game in the bottom half of the 11th inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Frederickson will hit this one in the right field. This will get down in front of Collins, and this will be a close play as Collins' throw is over Osuna at second, and this is a leadoff double for Frederickson. And the Bucs have the runner in scoring position now here in the bottom of the 11th inning. As that will now bring up the right fielder, number 2, Jace Vanderbrake. Vanderbrake today is 1 for 3 with the walk. So let's see what the Bucs have on in this at bat. Let's see if Vanderbrake bunt here and allow Frederickson to advance to third base. Wharton, who is playing in at third base. As Pope threw over to first base. See if Frederickson missed the base there on that double, but umpire called was safe. So we have a runner on second base, nobody out in the bottom of the 11th inning as Vanderbrake shows bunt. He fouls that off for strike number 1. Bucs trying to win this game in extras as Kreitzer is creeping at first base. And a nice bunt there from Vanderbrake as the throw from Pope is in time. Vanderbrake will be out at first, but he does his job in advancing Frederickson to third base. So the Bucs have the go-ahead run and the winning run 90 feet away at third base. And this will now send the right fielder Logan Enos up to the plate. Enos today is 1 for 3 with the walk. I still try to play hero as the Chinooks will intentionally walk Enos, put him on first base. Good strategy here for John Groff's team as Enos will go to first base and now put the double play in order with 1 out. So Enos is on with a intentional walk. So So I put runners on first and third. We have time called as third base coach will have a word with Jacob Castro, the hitter. Castro today is 0 for 4. We'll have time as Chris Beck, the pitching coach, will head to the mound, have a word with Pope. Very interesting situation here. We have 1 out, runners on first and third, so anything could happen here. We can have a steal from Enos at first. He can get called in a rundown and try to score Fredrickson from third. We can have a safety squeeze situation here. Anything can happen here in this situation. So Chris Beck having a word with his infield. He heads back to the dugout. So the Bucs now have 7 hits in this ball game. Still try to walk off again for the second night in a row against the Chinooks.
Now batting catcher number 24, Chugiak Castro.
Castro will now step up to the plate with 1 out, and they'll intentional walk Castro as well. So this will, in fact, load the bases. Another smart decision here from the Chinooks. Chinooks, with the bases loaded, you can have a double play right up the middle. And you can have a force out as well. So this is the bases loaded is a much better situation than having runners on first and third. So with 2 intentional walks, that will load the bases up and bring up the shortstop, Dimitri Calaccio, who is 1 for 4 today with a strikeout. It's a big situation here. It looks like we'll have a designated hitter. It's number 7, Troy Claunch.
Number 7, Troy Claunch.
So Troy Claunch will pinch hit for Calaccio. Claunch, who is from Oregon State, part of the national championship team this year. So Claunch will try to play hero for the Bucs. And that first pitch is in there for a strike from Pope. He is down in the count. As Claunch is down in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 from Claunch, and this pitch will drop in, and that will do it here as Claunch wins it in extra innings on another walk-off as he hits that one to shallow center. Largusa was not able to come with it. And the Bucs walk off the Chinooks for the second night of a row as the Bucs no hit the Chinooks as well. The Chinooks with no runs, no hits. The Bucs with a run and 8 hits on the game. Another close game, great game played by both teams. So these 2 teams will meet again tomorrow on Wednesday at Lee Jordan Field, 7 p.m. game. That will be military appreciation night for the Chinooks. So we will be back with the post game. Thank you guys for tuning in to Chinook Radio. Welcome back, Chinook fans. Welcome to the post-game show as the Chinooks drop their 5th game in a row on a close game, another extra inning loss. Second night. Yesterday, J.C. Correa was the hero. Today it was Troy Claunch who pinch hit for Dimitri Galaccio as he hit a bloop single at the center field and that scored the winning run for the Bucs. So they win their 3rd straight in a row as the Chinooks fall to 12-20 on the season. The Anchorage Bucs are at 500 now, 15-15 record. And just a really great game for the Bucs today, especially from their pitching as Casey O'Sullivan threw 9 innings with no-hit baseball, only walking 3, striking out 9, and then Adrian Mardueno comes in relief. He throws 2 innings, giving up no hits, walking 1. So the Bucs, with a total of 4 walks, 11 strikeouts, that they no-hit the Chinooks today. Really tough game for the Chinooks, especially at the bat, as they had no answer for O'Sullivan. He was just dominating the whole game. He was definitely on for the Bucs. A great performance. So big hats off to him. Hats off to Mardueno as well to come in relief and shut it down for the Bucs. And can't ask more from the Bucs pitching, giving up no hits. That's great performance. The defense backed them up as well. They just outplayed the Chinooks today. Anthony Becerra, who started on the mound for the Chinooks, he had a pretty good game. 4 innings, giving up 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. I mean, we had a really good pitching performance as well. Michael Barker came in relief. Barker, Whitman, and Carbone, they each came in relief through 2 innings. Each have 1 hit, no runs. Then Pope came on in the bottom half of the 11th. He was able to get 1 out. He couldn't get out of that bases loaded jam. So unfortunately, Chinooks drop a close one again. So we'll be back in action tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a better outcome tomorrow than today. Hopefully we can have a good performance in front of our own fans on Military Appreciation Night. So just want to thank you guys for tuning in to another day of Chinook baseball. We will be back in action at Lee Jordan Field tomorrow at 7 p.m. to face the Anchorage Bucs again. So hopefully we can get 1 win against the Bucs. So from Kevin Moore, just want to thank you guys for tuning in again. You guys have a good night and be blessed.